Each week at this time, we check in with the Better Business Bureau. Megan McBride is here. Megan, good morning.
Good morning, Hank. How are you?
Good, and you brought us an accredited business to be able to talk to. And today, very interesting, Lex Levin is joining us. Lex, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Hank and Megan. Thanks for having me.
Lex, you have kind of a unique business here. You're going to help folks who want to make sure that their resume is the one that is going to get noticed. And I'm going to guess that it doesn't have any errors, not just in punctuation or spelling, but that it actually, for the people who see a lot of resumes at a lot of businesses, the ones that stand out are the ones that are well written, Lex, but I'm going to guess sometimes the ones that stand out are the ones where somebody looks at it and goes, oh, that's in my note pile because what the heck were you thinking sending this to me?
Exactly. I am a professional resume writer, but really a lot more than that. I do all sorts of business writing, career coaches, interview prep. And starting this year with all the disruption in the federal government and also in the private sector, my wife and I have launched a new line of effort called Time Money Optimization, where we help people who may be interested in self-employment. If they're having trouble getting, a standard job, a W-2 job, they're thinking about doing something that aligns with their passions, being self-employed, then we help with that because we're both self-employed people. We're really into it. We love being self-employed, and we want to help others achieve the kind of success and sustainability that we've developed, fortunately. So, yeah, resumes definitely come my way, but if you're thinking about self-employment, check us out as well.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about that, about when somebody comes to you and says, hey, I want to start my own business. What are some of those pitfalls, Lex? And I mean, is some of it just motivation? To me would be, one of the things that, how do I stop from procrastinating and actually make these things happen?
Yeah, this is where my wife Trish comes in. She is a lifelong entrepreneur and small business advocate. She's fierce proponent of self-employment, and she actually helped me to become self-employed. I was a W-2 guy my whole life, and then I got laid off in 2014. Fortunately, I had just met Trish, and she convinced me to try going into business on my own as a self-employed resume writer and career coach. And with her help, it really took off. As far as your question, the real pitfalls are what we see very often is that people who are passionate about something, they may be good at what they do, but they're not good at knowing how to structure their business. Okay, it's not enough just to be a great chef, a great accountant, a great lawyer. You have to know how to set up your business, how to set up your systems, your structure, how to hold yourself accountable. You have to understand things like cash flow. Some people don't even know what that means. So you have to know how to work on your business, not just in it. And that's something we can definitely help with.
Wow. So you're really, Lex, you're kind of soup to nuts on that then. People come to you right at the very beginning, then you can carry them all the way through.
Yeah, we offer, it's really a unique program. I don't think there's anything like it out there. We looked and we just can't seem to find an analog. It's a comprehensive program. It's a series of 26 online webinars, and there is online community. There are newsletters that we send out to people who join our program. And if you go through the program, it ends with you creating a business plan for your business with my help and with Trisha's help. And then theoretically, you would be ready to go to it. So, yeah, it is soup to nuts. We very much believe that people should have the opportunity to work for themselves if they want to, if they have a vision and a passion for it. But it's hard, it's very difficult. I had to unlearn all sorts of habits and learn new ones when Trish helped me go self-employed. And we'd like to do that for other people as well now.
Boy, that's great, Megan. That really goes along with the Better Business Bureau. Here is a completely unique business, really one of a kind, and an accredited business so that people know that when they're dealing with Lex and his wife, that they're dealing with people who are not only entrepreneurs, but people who have gone through with the BBB to get that background check to be accredited.
Exactly, Hank. And honestly, the BBB has a lot of new business resources as well that we like to hone in on and help our new businesses. So it's great to see other businesses like Lex's who are also trying to, help people get their feet off the ground. Because I'm sure I can imagine, I don't have my own business, but, Hank of Radio Worcester, it's hard to put on your own business and understanding all of that.
Yeah, don't I wish I had Lex 6 or 7 years ago when we decided to go out on our own. That should have been the first call that I made because you're absolutely right. I worked for someone else doing more or less what I am doing now, but somebody else was going out and getting advertising. Somebody else was going out and booking guests. Somebody else was going out and doing like 100 different things that now when it's yours. Oh, all right. I've got to do that.
Yep. I mean, it's like the classic, you don't know what you don't know. So you have to learn it all.
Yeah, exactly. And when Lex, sometimes when you start out as you're growing too, and you don't have that team that the corporation you used to work for would have had that was in a place. Tell us a little bit more about the resume side of it, though, because that is how you got started. Because I'm curious how AI is affecting business right now. One of the things about AI and resumes and everything else is you can start to tell that it's AI. We're losing a little bit of that uniqueness already.
Oh, I knew you were going to ask me about that. Absolutely. AI is a huge disruptor in the resume space. Like most people, I'm still figuring out AI. Definitely a lot of potential there, but also a lot of problems and maybe even dangers. I don't use AI to write my clients' materials because my integrity and the quality of my work are very important to me. And, what I do, especially with resumes, but also with small business folks, they need a human touch. They need to engage with a human being who hears them and who understands them. They're not going to get that from an algorithm. So AI could be a really handy tool, and certainly when I need to look up some, obscure fact, I could go ask a Copilot or whatever. But as far as doing the work, I do it the old-fashioned way. I write it. I don't outsource it. I don't subcontract it. I do all the work myself. What you see is what you get with me.
Lex, people want to get in touch with you. They're thinking about how to start that business. They need that helping hand, or they're saying, hey, I'm going to be sending out those resumes soon. I want to make sure that mine stands out. How do they get in touch with you?
Oh, thank you. They can find me through my website, which is lexlevinllc.com. They could email me at lex@lexlevinllc.com. And they can also go to the timemoneyoptimization.com website. That's all one word, timemoneyoptimization.com. They can also just give me a call. I'm on 410-530-2750. Just call and introduce yourself. Tell me what you need, and I'll see if I can help.
Very, very good. Lex Levin and Megan, again, just a really unique accredited business of the Better Business Bureau.
Yeah, I actually don't think we've had a resume writer on before. So it's just another testament of how many amazing, all businesses are great, but how many amazing, better businesses of the BBB we have on this radio station. It's incredible.
Megan, what do we need to know about what's coming up with the Better Business Bureau?
Well, as always, we had our wonderful July 10th reception the other week. So thank you again, Hank, for coming to that. And looking forward, we have officially been starting our Better Together territory tour across our territory. And so you will probably see us at various pop-ups across Central and Western Massachusetts. So keep an eye out for that. And as always, any information you need, scams, new business resources, you can always find that at bbb.org.
Very good. For Megan McBride, I'm Hank Stoltz. Lex Levin, thank you so much for joining us today with the Better Business Bureau.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this opportunity, and I love being a BBB accredited business.